producing tequila, it's very simple. It only consists of 5 steps. The first step being where your agave is coming from. We only have one raw material, which is the agave. You better make sure that the agave is right if you want to produce some good juice. Tequila Ocho is all focused about terroir, about what the agave is providing, what the flavors of the agave are depending on where the agave is coming from. It is highland, it is lowlands. Was it mature, non-mature? Was it over-mature? What was the sugar content? What was the acidity of the agave? The one that has the characteristics of maturity that we're looking for is the one that we will harvest. So is the agave the one that will tell me, I'm ready? I don't choose the agave field to be harvested. The agave field chooses me. Then the second step of producing tequila would be converting that starch of the agave into sugar. So therefore you can cook the agave. The agaves in our traditional ovens gets cooked in about 48 hours, usually at around 170 Fahrenheit. So we never even reach the boiling point inside the oven. After steaming the agave for 12 hours, we collect all the juice that is inside the oven. It's called the bitter honey. The agave skin is made of wax, and that wax can impart a bitter taste. And we discard this wax and this juice, and we are discarding the dust from the field. After removing the bitter honey, then we keep on cooking for another 36 hours. And after those complete 48 hours, the agave is already completely cooked and ready to be going to the next step, which is squeezing the juice of the agave. For Ocho, it was what will express the best flavor of the agave, and to us it included the use of the roller mill instead of the tahona. It's more efficient, but at the same time we are not adding chemicals, we are not adding anything for the process, it's just squeezing the juice. The fourth step would be fermentation. You can have, like in our case, at La Alteña Distillery, we have wide open fermentation, wild yeast, wooden vats. It's a natural process. We are adding nothing to the process. We are almost kind of letting Mother Nature to do its own job without interfering with this. And eventually, after fermentation is done, we will go to distillation. That is the part that we will separate the desirable from the non-desirable elements that were formed during fermentation. Double distillation. First distillation is made with copper lime, stainless steel, and the second one is only copper. Copper pot stills, small, because the smaller the copper pot still, the more it will create new flavors in the tequila. The way I see tequila coming out of the still is a lot of chemicals still that were produced during fermentation, during distillation, that you are putting together, but they are not still assembled. So they need a little bit of time in a tank in order to kind of assemble all of those flavors, all of those aromas. For the reposado and for the añejo, we use the most exhausted barrels that we have at the distillery, and the minimum required time to be reposado or añejo. For the reposado, the law says that the minimum time is 2 months in oak. So Ocho Reposado is 2 months in oak, but not in brand new American oak, deep char barrels, because we don't want that much tannins from the barrels, that much influence of the oak in the product, because again, we want to prove the terroir, we want to express what the agave tastes like. So it's like taking a picture of an agave plant, and then the reposado and the añejo is just to frame that picture with a little frame of oak. At La Alteña, we are, I would say, very traditionally in the way that we produce tequila, a process that could be done in a week. We are spending double the time, 2 weeks to do it. We are not changing anything at the production method at the distillery. It's just the agave expressing itself. You may cut corners, and that will make, again, a difference on the final product. For me, it would be a nonsense to kind of accelerate the process to save a week after waiting for 8 years for the agave to reach maturity and get the best expression. So, are we inefficient? Yes, probably we are. Are we patient? We have to be very patient. My father told me, in order to produce good tequila, you have to be very selfish. And I said, what? What do you mean, being selfish? And he told me, do not do it thinking on making money. Do it for yourself. Do it for your own pleasure. Do it as if you could drink it all. If you don't drink it all, eventually you may sell some. But make things right.